Hi everyone, my name is Leanne and today I'm going to be doing the 20 bookish questions tag. I will leave the original creator of this linked down below in the description. I think it originally started on Goodreads. This tag is pretty much what it says on the tin. These are just 20 bookish questions. Sometimes I feel like some of my videos have a kind of like settle down with a cup of tea, you're going to be here for a while kind of vibe to them. This is not what we're doing today. We are getting through these questions quickly. They're going to be short and sweet. I've got the questions on my phone, so let's just get into it. The first question is, how many books is too many books in a series? I don't read a lot of series, but I think that like a trilogy is the real sweet spot. At 4, you're pushing it, and at 5, what are you doing? How do you have this much to say about one story? Like really, could you not have fit this in a shorter amount of books? Question 2 is, how do you feel about cliffhangers? And again, I think this question is kind of targeted towards series, which I just said I don't read many of. I'm not a massive fan of a cliffhanger because I feel like even if a book is part of a series, it should work as a piece on its own. If it's a series where all of the books are already out, I am not going to read them one after the other. I don't care how good your cliffhanger is. And if the books are still being published, I don't know, I feel like a book should work as a unit on its own, even if it's part of a series, and reading it as part of the series should like enhance the reading experience, but it shouldn't be essential to the reading experience. Hardcover or paperback? Paperback all the way. Favorite book? Probably Asking for It by Louise O'Neill, but when people ask me what my favorite book is, that's kind of like, it's quite a heavy topic to bring up in casual conversation. Least favorite book is Robinson Crusoe by Daniel Defoe. Love triangles, yes or no? Yes, if they're done well, like any kind of trope. The most recent book you just couldn't finish, On Earth We Are Briefly Gorgeous, is that what it's called? By Ocean Vuong. I couldn't get into it. It was just really beautiful writing, which really doesn't do it for me. So the fault's with me, not the book, and I do think I will return to it because I was interested in some of the ideas that he was discussing in the book. I think it was like right book, wrong time, probably. A book that you're currently reading. One of the books that I'm currently reading is A Tale of Two Cities by Charles Dickens. I'm reading this one for Victober. Question 9 is the last book that you recommended to someone. I have been recommending This Green and Pleasant Land by Ayesha Malik to a lot of different people. I think it's really great because if you are interested in kind of like small town England, little village community, cozy story kind of vibes, then you will like this book. But equally, if you are someone who is interested in kind of like the experience of minorities and learning more about Muslim culture and that kind of thing, then I think a lot of different people would really like this book. Oldest book you've read? Fuck's sake, I'm gonna have to check Goodreads. While I check Goodreads, the next question is the newest book you've read, and I think the only 2021 release that I've read so far is Burn Our Bodies Down, which is the new Rory Power, which I thought was a lot of like creepy fun. Read book first published date? Okay, like everything with Goodreads, this was not helpful, but like it's probably something ancient Greek. Daphnis and Chloe by Longus, maybe. Favorite author is of course Louise O'Neill. Buying books or borrowing books? I prefer buying, but borrowing is also good. Question 14, a book you dislike that everyone else seems to love? Jane Eyre, probably. It's probably Jane Eyre. Look, I know I'm the one who's wrong, okay? Question 15 is bookmarks or dog ears. If you'd asked me this question a couple years ago, I would have been like, oh my god, don't dog ear your books, you're gonna ruin your books, use a bookmark. I don't give a fuck. If you want to dog ear your books, it's absolutely fine, you do you. I used to think I was the kind of really organized person that would always have a bookmark, and I do own a lot of bookmarks. Do I always use them? No. In an ideal world, I would be that person that always has a bookmark with them. I know it's no effort that whenever you pick a book off your shelf, you also delegate it a bookmark. I know that's no effort. Do I do it? No. I use random scraps of paper that are in the bottom of my bag as bookmarks. I dog ear the pages. And if I'm just at home, we leaving the book open like this, and I know, don't come for me, I know. Just got a lot of chaotic energy, okay? The next question is a book you always reread. I don't tend to reread, but the book I have reread the most is Alice's Adventures in Wonderland by Lewis Carroll. Question 17 is, can you listen to music while reading? No, I don't do that. I can have the TV on while reading, like if someone else is watching it, but music, no. Question 19 is one point of view or multiple point of views. My preference is a singular point of view, but it just really depends on the story you're trying to tell, and I don't actually have any kind of huge preference about this. Question 19 is, do you read a book in one sitting or over multiple days? This completely depends on the book. My preference would always be to read it in one day, but like that doesn't always happen. I love that feeling of accomplishment when you read a book in one day, but yeah, there are some books where it has taken me a few days or a few weeks, or in some cases it's taken me a couple of months to read a book. And the final question is, who do you tag? I tag Kieran and I tag Grace. I will leave their channels linked down below in the description for you to check out. And that's it. Them's all the questions. Was this filler content? It might have been. If you have any thoughts on anything I've mentioned in this video, do leave me a comment down below. It's a great way to support this channel, as well as giving the video a like and subscribing to this channel if you want to hear more of my thoughts on books. I hope you guys are doing well, and I will talk to you in my next video.